Gloctopus, Jabberscotch, Pinehurst. What's up, YouTube? Sthetagem here, and today we're doing Pinehurst Map B. Pitter patter, let's get at her. This may come as a shock to some of you, but there are 2 knives in the shed. They are located in your shed. Get them. Okay. Just like I did on Map A, only better, I morph up to Stoneside Camp and see a familiar sight. Yeah, it's Rod Fielder's cabin, just like on Map A. So let's make quick work of this trip, huh? You'll find that this walkthrough is going to be a lot like Map A, especially the cabins up here in Stoneside Camp. Hardly anything changes at all. Just make sure you don't forget to give Rod a fist bump on the way out the door. Alright, let's head next door. The other 2 cabins up here in Stoneside Camp are single-door cabins, small ones. Most large cabins have 2 knives. Some just have 1, and we'll see one of those examples in a bit, but the small cabins on this map all have 1 knife, unlike Crystal Lake. And the only question you have to answer is whether or not that knife is inside. So, if you peer through a window, you can answer that question pretty quickly. If you see a half wall, head inside. If you don't, go around back. So, for this next cabin, we're going to go around back. And the only difference that you see here is that the knife is on the opposite corner. Huge fucking difference, right? Make sure you take out this power box while you're back here. Okay, it's time to morph over to Camarillo Camp. The cabin here is called the Bird Cage. It has 1 knife on the back. I'll show you the nameplate out front though, I promise. Looks like, at least for this playthrough, this is the Tommy Jarvis house. We're about to find out where to take out the power, so stay tuned. Okay, let's just walk through these trees, hang a left out front, and show you the nameplate. Man of my word, see? The Bird Cage. Okay. Next door is a small cabin, and its knife is in the same spot it was on Map A. And after we collect this knife, it's on to the last cabin here, and it's got a knife on the bathroom and inside the front door. But unlike last time, we're going to go around this cabin clockwise. Now, this may be seen as a very small difference to you, and for a knife walkthrough, it is. But one of the main points of these is to teach you which direction to walk around a cabin. If a counselor jumps into the window, you have 2 choices to get to the doors. You pass a knife and the power box for the Tommy house this way. Easy decision. Did somebody say something about Turtle Pond? Yes, I did. Just now. So let's go. Remember this area? You should. I put up the video for Map A yesterday. The first 2 cabins we go to are both small, but these 2 cabins both have knives inside, instead of 1 in and 1 out. Map A has alternating knives for the small cabins. The first one will be inside, the second one will be outside. But Map B has just 1 small cabin left that has a knife outside. More on that later. Bear with me here as I chop down this door. I play the offline bots on the easiest possible setting, just so they won't beat the shit out of me and lock doors. And yesterday they beat the shit out of me, and today they're locking doors. Fantastic. Let's continue on. Next door is the phone house, and it's an unnamed cabin, but it has 2 knives. The first one is on the bathroom portion of the house, right next to the phone. Don't forget to grab this when you trap up the phone. You are trapping the phone, aren't you? Well, you should be. If you've watched my videos for any amount of time, you know I have a thing for calling the cops. And quick. Alright, inside on the corner, second knife, boom. Man, I love how fast Part 6's shift comes back, but I'm going to save it. The next cabin is one I like to morph to. And yep, small cabin, knife inside. Nothing else to say. Open the door, walk in, turn around the wall. There it is. Okay, now it's time to use that shift I saved up. And had I shifted better, I'd have gone around the back of this cabin and stopped right at the knife, but I didn't. I have 4 playthroughs of Map B to collect this footage, and literally every other time I shifted around the back and stopped at the knife. Why I didn't use that footage for my YouTube video? Well, it's because I'm fucking stupid. That's why. Look how fast Part 6's shift comes back. I already have it. And yeah, okay, the astute among you will notice that that's because I shifted like shit at the last knife, but those are just details. Sweet, we've arrived in Mulholland Camp, and specifically, at Crumb Cabin. It's got 2 knives. I've already grabbed the one on the front right. It's time to head inside to this door here that Jason has trouble opening. And just so you know Jason has trouble opening it, I tried to open it. Jason has trouble opening this door. It's stupid. Oh, hey Adam. You're looking super cool in that jacket, bud, but I'm just here for the knife. Please don't hit me with whatever weapon you're holding. Okay. This cabin here has 2 knives, and they're on opposite corners of the building. I wouldn't typically shift to the one I just grabbed, but I didn't want to get hit by Adam. I'm afraid. Let's be honest. I'm scared. But, okay, we'll walk around here, grab the knife off the bathroom, and with any luck, my shift will be back, and we'll just use it to get to the next cabin over. No big deal. There's my knife. My shift is back, and it's on to the next small cabin that has a knife inside. This knife used to be outside on the corner last time, but now it's inside. So there you go. Remember how I said on Map A that Reckless Ridge, the barn, and the main house are not worth going to because they don't have any knives? They still don't. So let's morph up to the last small cabin on the map to grab the knife inside. Now you'll notice that my total is already 28. That means the last cabin will not have a knife. So I need to splice in footage. Map B has 1 less knife location, so it's the only edit I have to make, and I'm thankful for that. The reason for this is because the birdcage up in Camarillo Camp has 1 knife location, whereas on Map A, that cabin is Puepelos and has 2. So, okay, I've edited in footage of when the last cabin has a knife, and would you look at that? Carmine's Moose Lodge. And yes, it works just like it did on Map A when this cabin was in Mulholland. When it comes to Pinehurst, the moose only has 1 knife, and it's inside on the wall. That's it, you guys. Knife collection for Pinehurst Map B. Give this walkthrough a try. Memorize movements around the camp that'll allow you to do things quicker. It'll up your game for sure. I hope to see you out there in a match someday. Till then, give me a like, a comment, or possibly a subscription if you want to. I put a lot of effort into these videos, and it's nice to hear the feedback from you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, you guys. Cheers, and happy Friday.